With altcoins heating up over the last month, as well as altcoin season potentially on the horizon later this year, you want to prepare your watch list not only with the top protocols and the major picks of the cycle, but you do want to have a few moonshots in your bag just in case you catch a low market cap coin that does a 5, 10, 20x over the course of the bull run. So in this video, I'm going to go over the only 10 tokens under $50 million market cap that I still have conviction in. Through the thick and the thin, these projects have stuck around and succeeded in every given market, and I think all of these have great potential for upside. It is a degen video. If you don't like low market cap coins, if you don't like delving deep into the trenches, this might not be the video for you. However, if you are looking for small market cap coins that could do multiples at any given time in this market, especially when these niches like AI, gaming, etc. do file through, this is the video for you. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Before we get started, guys, be sure to drop down. If you're enjoying the content on the channel, hit the like button down below and subscribe for more. Every single week here, we have you covered from all the top narratives and alphas that you need to hear to win in the crypto bull market. So like and subscribe down below. And of course, a big shout out to our sponsors here on In the Game. We have some incredible sponsors, but just want to give a big shout out to Bluefin. If you are looking for a reliable, centralized exchange to be able to trade on, you can check out Bluefin down below. They have tons of different bonuses for your futures account and in their trading competition, and from different deposit and volume levels, you could even win an Omega Globemaster watch. This watch does look pretty sleek. So if you want to get involved with Bluefin, no KYC, 300 plus pairs to trade, link down below in the description for some exclusive bonuses on your Bluefin account. So let's go ahead and just dive into it. Obviously, the market's in a little bit of a lull overall today, and we're not here to really harp in on the fact of where the market is currently. What we're going to do in this video is more so go over low cap coins, because I know a lot of people want those moonshots, right? And we talk about on this channel all the time that right now my portfolio is 90%, 85% weighted in projects that are, top protocols, stuff like Hyperliquid, 𝗬𝗎, Avalanche, 𝗵𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, those types of projects. I have so much of my liquidity in those because I think they run first of all. And also they're way lower risk than some of the projects that we are going to give in this video. So obviously, before we get started, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. If you need financial advice, consult a financial advisor. However, I see all of these coins today as A, they've made it through multiple stages of turmoil, and B, a lot of these have great narratives for upside whenever alt season does begin. So the criteria for this, I'm going to give you 10 tokens in this video. And I know you degens out there have been waiting for these types of videos. Every single video, I see comments of like, do you still like this coin, or which coins under $50 million market cap do you still have conviction on, etc. So for me, in this video, I'm going to go over my top low market cap coins underneath $50 million market caps. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. And we're going to do this based on narratives. And we're going to shift down the ladder, and we're going to start with the higher market caps and move into the lower market caps within each narrative. So you guys know within the AI niche, let's just go down here to those levels. And I want to give some honorable mentions here. Definitely still bullish on stuff like 𝗕𝗏𝗃, which has absolutely been ripping up 91% over the course of the month. I still think that there are, good pump potential from some of these low market cap gaming coins. I've definitely kind of trimmed that conviction quite a bit, but I do still like 𝗕𝗏𝗃 as well as Crown. Crown's just been crushing it off these bottoms, up 115%. I actually do have it here, but I would say those at this point for me are like honorable mentions. Crown is just showing so much strength, and so is 𝗕𝗏𝗃, so they definitely deserve their shine in this portion of the video. However, there's just so many tokens to cover, so I just want to make sure to throw those in. I do still like 𝗕𝗏𝗃, and I still do like Crown for upside this bull run when it comes to the gaming niche. But moving first of all into the AI niche, I think AI, just like what we saw about a year ago, late year, whenever the AI run really catapulted, I think that AI is one of the best investment opportunities, not only in traditional, but also in the crypto realm. There's so many innovative projects out there, and we've seen the cycle already play out, where just like in gaming, in crypto gaming, a lot of projects come in and they aren't worth crap. They actually don't have a product. They just sell you on dreams and they never really deliver. But really, in the point of AI, we've gotten past that first hurdle where a lot of projects that didn't really have anything behind the curtain, they've kind of faded out. So right now we are able to select some projects that have made it through the trenches a little bit, made it through the ups and downs. And I'm going to start with the highest market cap in the AI that I will be talking about today, which is 𝗪𝗏, another one that is just crushing it over the course of the week, up 80%, 87% on the month. And this is one we should all have allocation in because I've talked about 𝗪𝗏 maybe 100 times on this channel. But just looking at what they are doing right now, they have really stepped up their world building. They have stuff integrated in Minecraft. They're helping out Web3 games. You can build different worlds and different universes, etc. So they have really leaned into the fact of AI and gaming. So generate epic 3D worlds and assets, no design skills needed, fueled by 𝗪𝗏. And also a good beta to this is the fact that they are built in the 𝗬𝗨 ecosystem. They have a 𝗏𝗔𝗟 subnet, etc. So this is one that I think is just really primed for upside, especially when AI altcoins on chain start to have major moves. So number one for me in this category is definitely 𝗪𝗏. And I think it is on the lower risk side of the spectrum when it comes to coins on this list. Like, I think this might be one of the overall strongest tokens that we talk about in this entire video. But moving on down the ladder here, like I said, we're going to go down in market cap. Another 𝗬𝗨 ecosystem project here, which is 𝗬𝗏. Over the course of the month, it is up 33%, but we're seeing a little bit of a dip over the course of a week. This is one that I have a ton of conviction in. It is also a 𝗏𝗔𝗟 subnet in a way, and is also built in the 𝗏𝗔𝗟 ecosystem. And as someone, for me, that I have so much conviction, and one of my biggest overall crypto bags is 𝗬, the main coin, 𝗬𝗨, if you aren't familiar. I just feel like I want exposure to the number one AI ecosystem. So between 𝗪𝗏 and 𝗬𝗏, and 𝗪𝗏 at 39 million and 𝗬𝗏 at $34 million market cap, I think that exposure is very well covered. And these are leaders in their categories as far as small market cap AI coins and in the 𝗏𝗔𝗟 ecosystem. So I absolutely love both of those coins. And then literally, I was going down, and then 𝗪𝗏 just flipped 𝗬𝗏 and market cap. So the last, sort of, I would say mid cap here in the AI space that I really like is 𝗪𝗏 GPU, but you guys also have heard me talk about this one quite a bit. This one just makes a lot of sense to me. Their product is pretty straightforward with GPU computing power, staking rewards, etc. And you can just see the GPU industry has grown tenfold over the course of the last few years. And also the projected growth here is pretty insane whenever it comes to the years to come. So GPU, to me, the branding's on point. Their product is simple but effective, and a lot of people are utilizing it at this point in time in the market. So for me, I love 𝗪𝗏. Their GPU aggregator just went live as well. So those are the three in that $30 million range that I really like. But these next few are definitely a little more, low market cap, let's just say. So, and obviously, whenever you get into these lower market cap coins, guys, it does get a little riskier. So just remember that. But I do think these next two projects have so much upside in their native coins. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. Number one is in the Umio ecosystem, and we are talking about Limbo. And Limbo actually had a massive pump here. We gave this on the channel at like $3 million market cap. So we're up about 66% or so on those bags. But looking at this chart, over the course of the last month, it did pump because Umio moved over to Avalanche. So they are building the future of AI infrastructure, the first L1 focused on AI agents and agent-driven applications. So very bullish on what they're doing over at Umio. It is a collision of gaming and AI in a way. So this for me is a play that fits right up my avenue as far as my conviction goes. And now that they're built on AVAX, where a lot of adoption is occurring, I absolutely love that. And at $5 million market cap, I still think Limbo, my target, is easily a couple of X's, if not more from here. I think that Limbo can do great numbers, especially whenever Umio announces their official ecosystem token, the Umio token. I think that people are going to want exposure and drive the price up via the Limbo coin. And then lastly, in the AI niche, as far as small market caps, is Simple AI. Now, this is one that recently came up on my radar, definitely a smaller project. Looking at the chart right now, it is about a $3 million market cap. This hit about a $6 million market cap, but has been taking a dip ever since that run. We do see they integrate AI-driven solutions for security, automation, and innovation. They have Simple GPT, as well as Create, where you can do ready to deploy templates and different decentralized applications. We have the Simple Protect, as well as Simple AI agents. So for me, this one has, like I said, crept into my conviction recently. It's the smallest market cap as far as the ones we are covering today. And I think of everything, it is the smallest market cap in this whole video. So definitely some risk here, but they have a lot of seamless apps built within this ecosystem. So I do like Simple AI. And just given the chart, if we just zoom out a little bit here, yeah, this got up to about 5.1 million just the other day before altcoins have kind of started getting hit a little bit. So for me, I like Simple AI, $2.9 million market cap. You know, it's very small. If you get a couple multiples out of this, that is all you really need to make a bag on this. So I do like Simple AI. So just to recap, in the AI portion of this DGen video, and look, if you're just on the channel for the first time, we don't really normally do this. We don't delve into these super small coins specifically. We usually go over broader market coverage and the top projects that we hold. However, I do think that the appetite right now, people need to at least set up their watch lists for this time period in alt season where small market cap coins are potentially going to be doing 10, 20x's, just like we saw last bull run. And even last year, whenever some of these coins started picking up momentum, they literally did 5, 10x's within a couple weeks, which is just crazy numbers. So that is it for the AI portion. We have GPU, Ňural, 𝗬𝗏, as well as Limbo and Simple. I think those are 5 great projects in the AI niche, and especially when it comes to low market cap, a lot of strength there and really good products as well. Moving down the ladder here into gaming. Now, gaming obviously has not been the hottest niche this cycle. I think that that's no secret, but I do think there's going to be a big revival. And obviously the leaders in the market, the Superverses, the Ronins, the Beams, those types of projects, they will lead the market as far as the first ones to potentially move. But while those are doing 30, 40, 50% gains on the day or whatever the case is, you're going to start seeing some of these smaller gaming coins pop off, especially the ones that haven't left and that are still building, never have really screwed over their communities. Reputation is a big thing in gaming, and whenever a project fumbles, it's hard to get that back. So let's just go over a few of our conviction plays in the gaming niche, starting off with Polis. You guys know I've always been a fan of Star Atlas. I think the flack that they used to catch because they were a Star Citizen clone, I think that that's put to bed at this point in time. I mean, they have iterated multiple game modes that are better than most people's core product. We see their shooter mode, which, by the way, looks absolutely brilliant at this point in time, and they're not even a shooter project. They've built a better Web3 shooter than 99% of games that have tried this in this space. So their shooter mode rather is like an appetizer to the ecosystem, is better than 99% of the full-time shooters that we've seen go live in Web3. Their on-chain game, Sage Labs, has done more transactions than full-blown blockchains, and their Star Atlas summer events are live now. Big upgrades going live on the Epic Game Store and the Unreal Engine as far as some of the stuff going on Star Atlas. So the shooter mode upgrade was today. So I think you'll be able to jump in, track your progression, new loadouts, dedicated servers, and the completed arena. And just the bigger scope ecosystem of this is huge. They're leading up this summer event to one of their biggest announcements in their project's history. So for me, at $27 million market cap, for Star Atlas, this is one of the highest quality projects in every facet in Web3 gaming. I think this is vastly undervalued, and it might be one of those top picks in this entire video. I think that this coin, especially when Solana season kicks up, I think that Polis can do multiples very, very easily whenever momentum picks up here. Number 2 on this list is 𝗥𝗏𝗆. We talked about this on Monday. I actually recently made another DCA spot buy here because they are about to start their revenue buyback cycle, which if you've been watching this channel, I am very bullish on teams who are making money and are willing to throw it back into the chart and incentivize their holders and community. That is the best way to create a flywheel. We've seen it with Hyperliquid. That is the biggest success case in crypto. They make money every single day on the trading fees and they buy back on the chart. And when you look at everything going on, they teased today a new partnership coming to the table with one of the biggest esports organizations in Europe. They have different tools such as the fan base engagement, the ads, the agents with AI, the gaming companion, ID, as well as third-party apps. Some of their current partners are already just top-tier esports orgs, and just knowing what's around the corner for 𝗥𝗡𝗏 and their ecosystem, I think this is a very, very easy play for upside. When we go look at the market cap here on 𝗥𝗡𝗏, we're sitting at 17 million. I mean, I really wouldn't be surprised to see this eclipse old all-time highs, which was 40 cents. That's about a 4+X from here. So to me, this is a great play, and you're getting it 75% off of its all-time highs. December wasn't really that long ago. Like, and if altcoins heat up like we saw last December, last November, etc., I think that 𝗥𝗡𝗏 is absolutely primed for upside here. So those are probably the two strongest on this list as far as gaming. But moving down the ladder a little bit, and this is definitely a moonshot part of the video, because I think that 𝗥𝗏𝗏 Games could literally 5, 10, 15x if the market catches a niche in gaming, and also given the fact that they are doing a revenue generating buyback system. So their marketing begins in the month of August. They're publicly talking about how they want to make money on the, the back end as far as targeting, marketing, advertising, and just the revenue inside the game. Crazy concept that projects can make money and then throw it back into their chart. That's what they're aiming to do here. And just knowing the team since 2022, this is one of the strongest teams in all of gaming, and the lore is more built out than 90% of games in the space as well. Looking at 𝗥𝗏𝗏 Games currently, I think the token is sitting at a $10 million market cap. Just super cheap. I think this is easy for a 5 to 10x or so during the course of the prime time bull market. Now, obviously, all of these are risky, and I want to make sure I preface this, but there's really not a lot of low market cap projects that I'm willing to get behind in this market. So from Star Atlas to 𝗥𝗡𝗏𝗏, GPU, Gnurl, Limbo, all these different projects, they have stood the test of time to me and still maintained conviction at the highest levels. So from gaming, that's really all. Like, and I mentioned Crown and Carrot. I think that 𝗥𝗡𝗏𝗏, Star Atlas's Polis token, as well as 𝗥𝗏𝗏 Games, Carrot, and Crown, I think that can carry you to Valhalla this cycle. An honorable mention would also be 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏. I love what 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏 is doing. And right now, their token's one of the cheapest I've ever seen it, sitting at a $4 million market cap. They have a cult community. All-time highs here were like $40. Let me check here, because all-time highs on this token were absolutely insane. If we can get this chart pulled up, the all chart. Yeah, this thing got up to $39 back a little over a year ago. So crazy numbers. Even if this just does a few X's from the bottom, it could be a big win. So that's definitely my honorable mention, and also the smallest market cap gaming coin that we're going to include in this video. And then let's get into sort of meme type of coins. I only have two. One of them has a lot of momentum right now, and one of them has been slow burning to the upside. And we actually gave one of them on our channel very early. But one coin that can't really be ignored right now is Momo. Definitely the hottest trench coin in the market as far as Solana right now. They're saying this is Bonk's sister. A lot of good narratives here. I have to mention it because it's a $30 million market cap. All-time highs were like 40, I think, at this point in time. But the momentum here has been crazy, and is one that I think still has a lot of upside, especially if meme coin season does come into play. But just word to the wise on this one, a lot of people have already made a ton of money on this coin. I don't have exposure to this coin at this point in time, but this is one, you just see that green candle shoot up literally at this instant on the 15-minute chart. So this is one that's just showing so much strength. It's hard to ignore, and I have to include it in this video. Definitely could be higher risk though, because there's going to be a lot of sell pressure from people who got in very early, but one that I think is going to continue to run up in the Avalanche ecosystem is Meow. And we did give Meow here very early on the channel at a $1 million market cap. So this one's about a 4.5x at this point in time. Last night, it was eclipsing almost $6 million market cap, had a little bit of rejection, some profit taking, etc. I think this one continues to rise, especially with the fact that if we go look at their parent ecosystem token, which is WilderWorld, is up 300% this month. By the way, another huge win, just maintaining conviction in solid teams and gaming, cutting down the bags and consolidating them into better projects. Wilder World is absolutely cooking this month, so shout out to anyone who's been holding that alongside us on the channel. But up 300% this month. I think that their buyback system, they're going into each revenue layer and then also putting it into each project within their ecosystem. So they'll be buying back wild tokens and they'll also be buying back meow tokens. So that's very bullish for this narrative. And if you notice in the gaming side of it, almost all of them are revenue plays. Crown, they make money hand over fist. It's like a horse racing betting ecosystem, and that's why this thing is flying. Revenue generating tokens that are willing to do the revenue buyback flywheel have been crushing it in this market this month. So that is all. Those are the 10 tokens at this point in time that I would really be convicted in below that $50 million marker. And at this point, there's no reason for me to like 30 projects below these levels. Like, I'm isolating these. I want to play them correctly. And I think when the narratives start to hit, you're going to see the AI ones pump. You're going to see the gaming ones pump at a different time. You have plenty of time to also figure out which ones you have the most conviction in. Those are just the 10 low market cap coins that I'm like very much watching on a day-to-day basis, holding a few, and also just ready for them for takeoff whenever the time is right this alt season. But once again, these are high risk. This is not a video we do often. I did want to just go over because I get so many questions of what low market cap coins do you still like? Like over time, a lot of them have just folded or gone away or rugged full out. Some of these games just shut down shop. So which coins am I convicted in still below 50 mil? That was what we gave you in this video. Definitely a degen's appetite for today's video. However, the next videos will be back on track with the normal market updates as well as alpha across the market. So guys, if you enjoyed this, let me know down below in the comment section. Should we do a little more degen videos like this on the channel, or are you scarred from what we've seen in previous cycles from some of these coins that just go away at some point in time? But I think gearing up for Q3, Q4, it is a great time to figure out which low market cap coins you are ready for blast off during that time. So guys, like the video down below, subscribe to the channel, and of course, comment down below the coins from this list that you are bullish on, or what coins under 50 million are your favorite. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I'll see y'all on the next one. As always, play well, my friends, trade responsibly, and stay bullish, my friends.